So I had 5 tests done yesterday at Cedars Sinai as part of a diagnostic workup for POTS. And I wanted to share about them in case it helps other people on this journey. I just want to get to the tests I had before I forget the details. So I put all my tests on one day so that I wouldn't have to stop my medications more than once, and to kind of condense the trips to the medical center into one day because it's so exhausting for me to go out there. Number 6 is because I've had low ferritin. I asked for this from my PCP. Non-anemic iron deficiency can cause some symptoms similar to POTS. So I've hoped it and wished that if I supplemented and brought my levels up, maybe some of my symptoms would go away. So that's why that one's on there. There's no tilt table on there because despite having one of the only long COVID POTS specialist researcher doctors that I can find in the state, Cedars Sinai doesn't have a tilt table anymore. They gave it away. And the only tilt table that is here is apparently at UCLA. It's a whole nother day appointment that I have to still schedule. Number 5, the Zeo patch is just a heart rate monitor. It doesn't clock posture. I wish they hadn't ordered another one because I don't really think there's anything wrong with my heart per se. Without awareness of what I'm posturally doing, the numbers, they don't really matter. I had one doctor say, like, you have great heart rate variability. It does not feel great to go from 65 beats per minute reclining like this to 160 beats per minute when I'm washing my hair in the shower. Like, I've been able to see that happening since I got this Apple Watch and an app called Tachymon that's like a continuous heart rate monitor. Anyway, I have to wear this for a week. Number 4, going backwards, is important for hyperadrenergic POTS where your blood pressure is also skyrocketing depending on your posture. So I just finished my 24 hours with the really annoying heart rate blood pressure cuff. It took my blood pressure every 30 minutes during the daytime hours and then every hour at night. There's like a battery pack on a string and then just a regular cuff on your arm that you wear. You also can make notes about what you were doing at the times of the measurement. Number 3 was an echocardiogram, which is like an ultrasound of my heart. And I don't really think that's very important for what's going on with me, but I guess they want to rule stuff out. Number 2, they took blood after I was laying down for 5 minutes, testing basically my adrenaline levels in my blood. And then I stood up for 5 minutes. They took my blood pressure every minute. And then at the end of 5 minutes, they took my blood again to measure how much adrenaline I had. That number 2 is really important for hyperPOTS diagnosis. And the cardiac stress test was on a treadmill. That's what I was wired for here. That really sucked. My blood pressure spiked to 234/85 before I started the stress test, just from getting up off the table and standing up. So we had to wait to do it until things like got more normalized, and they were still like, why is your blood pressure so high? And I'm like, I don't know. That's why I'm here. Because it had been really low when I was on the table, like 99/50 something. So stress test, you basically start walking on the treadmill. You're hooked up to a blood pressure, to those monitors. They just try to push your cardiac function to 150 for me beats per minute. Never saw anywhere like how that's important to a POTS diagnosis, but I think it's just part of general workups for cardiology issues or something. That's everything we did. Let me know if you have any questions because it's a lot of information. I couldn't even fit everything in this video.